phrase "keep it playful" and, you know, have a playful mindset. It's gotten a little bit of heat because it is a fighting world. It's a martial arts world. So there's a little bit of heat around, don't be playful, be serious. But, you know, that's kind of said in a way of like, there's a bigger picture here. Don't be too hard on yourself, and, you know, don't be too, hard on yourself is the one. Don't be too hard on yourself, and have fun with this. Because we're in it for the long run. We're not, you know, the outcome of this grappling session right now, or this competition match right now, doesn't really matter compared to the big picture of just continuing to learn and be around this amazing environment. You talked about how much jiu-jitsu changed lives and it helps people. So the camaraderie and the lessons that are learned and the comfort that is built on the mat and how that comfort rolls over into everyday life. So these are the bigger picture benefits. So you have to have this, I believe that having this very playful approach and mindset allows you, almost like a more lighthearted approach to jiu-jitsu, allows you just to be around it longer. Because, you know, there's a point where you might have, from the age of 22 to 29 years old, or 25 to 35, you might have a 10-year window where you can just do and behave however you want. But there's a point in your life, maybe at the mid-range at 40, 45, where you need to look at you need to pretty much, you're either going to quit or you're going to stay with it.
Right.
And those who are so attached to having this, you know, always winning,
right,
in their competition moments, whether it's just competing with a friend in the gym or in a tournament, if you have to always win and you're always so serious about the outcome, there reaches a point in your life where you're like, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Right.
And I don't want anybody to feel like, I don't know if I can do this anymore, especially because you're not performing to the level which you once did. If that's how you determine whether or not you're going to continue in jiu-jitsu, you're for sure going to stop, because everybody's only getting older.
Right.
So there is a component in me that always wants to protect people that are aging, which means everybody. So yes. I don't care, you know, if you're Andre Galvão, if you're whoever the greatest champions of the world are, there's going to be a day, and it's coming for all of us, yes, where jiu-jitsu looks at you and says, hey, do you want to keep practicing? And when jiu-jitsu says, do you want to keep practicing? It doesn't mean, do you want to keep practicing the way you've been practicing for the last 10 or 15, 20 years? Right. It means, do you want to keep practicing? If so, you need to change the way you define victory. And this is why my grandfather, Helio Gracie, was so special, because he was doing jiu-jitsu his whole life.
Right.
How can you be 80 plus years old on the mat doing jiu-jitsu and having little like competitive sessions where one person is trying to submit him with the choke and he's defending it? So his example shows that, you know, how he practiced jiu-jitsu at 85 was much different than when he was 45 years old.
Right. But
it's very easy to not to think about when you're going to be 65, 75, 85, and only think about right now because you're 24 years old. And this kind of rolls over into how we live our lives in other areas, like in how you eat. People are 22 years old, 21, and they're eating and drinking whatever they want. Right. And then one day you hit 46 years old, you're 50, and you say, hold on, I can't eat that anymore. I can't drink that anymore.
Right.
But you make the change because it's your health. And your life is on the line. Whereas with jiu-jitsu, it gets to a point where I can't grapple like that anymore. My shoulder is a little bum. I can't do it anymore. So then you just fade away from jiu-jitsu. And why do you don't have to do that. You can stay involved if, once again, you change your definition of victory.
It's